That's it. You
Go.
All right. Back out here, man. We got to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakadash.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Shai.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone. One salutation to the brothers teaching the word for the hopeful elect, all the four corners of the earth, man, including the families of Israel. We're going to get right into it, man. Mark of the beast, you know, which is the market, which is the microchip, and the harlot, which is America, man. And the beast is EU.
Yeah, you gotta start out. Start that camera over.
What is it? What does it need to be steady? What happened? Shemai, how did it fall?
I don't know. I may have knocked it with my umbrella.
You want to start the camera over or what?
Huh?
You gonna leave it like that?
Like what? What's wrong?
It's still recording.
Yeah, you want to start over?
My bad.
You on? Go ahead,
Revelations 13 and verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Yeah, because the image of the beast is this system, and the system is speaking against us, mainly the children of Israel, but for all Israel, mainly the elect, but all Israel too, because this is the beast. Beast is NATO, AU, man, European Union, and a North Atlantic Treaty Organization, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor,
Small and great, rich and poor, they don't matter who you are, go ahead.
free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Yeah, they saying it's Christianity. What else they say that it's it's embargo. They say sin, you know. That means that we all got the mark of the beast if that's the case. But Christianity is done with. Nobody is really into Christianity no more, not like that. So why would they make that the mark of the beast? They don't even want to be Christians no more. Go ahead.
And it says to receive a mark in their right hand.
Yeah, that word mark goes back to karagma, man, which means it's a Greek word for incision. And the Most High said do not make incision. That's a law. Do not make incisions in your flesh, man. You know, and that incision, that it says for the dead either. So who's the congregation of dead? Esau. So that's a double strike against people that don't believe this, man. Go ahead.
Let's go into that word mark. The whole three different Greek definitions, right? The first one is paragona, which means a stamp, an imprint, and mark.
Yep.
The mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the anti-Messiah, right? The mark brand upon horses. Yep. All right, and this mark goes into this real quick. All right, the RFID chip. Yep. This is what this is. This is the paragona. Okay. Now, when it says mark branded upon horses, when you get when for example, if an owner wants to identify its cattle, right? What does it do? What do you stamp it? You mark it to identify that it's yours, right? Now Esau, he sees the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans as his slaves. All right, he wants to make us forever slaves by putting this mark in us. Okay. Because you get that in Deuteronomy 21 and 15, which goes into the annual the servant that wants to be the continual servant. You know, if a servant wants to be a servant forever, what he'll do, he'll pierce his ears. And you'll get that all, right? I think that's Deuteronomy 21. Right?
Also, in ancient times, the word karagma, Roman times, they used to brand their slave to signify possession.
Yeah. Not only Roman times, this in America they use the brand Negroes, man.
Yeah.
You know, show ownership, man. Just to say that while the brother's getting it, you can't brand somebody with Christianity, man. It's not definite enough.
Yeah.
You can't brand somebody with what else is it? A tattoo. Even though that's a form of branding, I'm talking about for world control, man. It's a different operation. We moving into digital times. We're in digital times now. So why would they come up with anything more than a digital device, for marketing and brand? And then we're gonna get into it as far as the harlot, how that's business, So this America is based on business, man, trades and all that. So they're gonna use a device to indicate that you are a slave for the marketing, the contribution to this mega business, man. This has been business based on business since the beginning of time, man. Go ahead.
Hey, bro, a brand too is something that's permanent. That you can't erase it. Just like when they put that brand on the cattle, okay, that shows ownership. Okay, this cattle belongs to Circle Ranch K.
Yeah.
Okay, they put that circle and that K on the inside of it.
Yeah.
You can't wash that off, or you can't pretend like you're not part of that system.
Exactly.
Okay, you belong to Circle K.
Exactly.
You can't say, oh no, I don't belong. I belong to Circle L.
Yeah.
No, you can't. That's how Esau is using this mark of the beast, saying you belong to Satan.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's something that's permanent. Either in your hand or in your brain, man.
Yeah, because Jacob gets simple, Salakia, he'll get simple and be like, well, y'all pierce y'all's ears, that's a cutting on the flesh. But Most High, back in the day, the heathen used to do it for ownership. You know what I'm saying? Well, you're going to get into that. Go into that right now. Go ahead.
So this is a precept of the brother called for it. This is Deuteronomy 15, starting at 12. It says, and if thy brother, an Hebrew man or an Hebrew woman, be sold unto thee, and serve thee 6 years, then in the 7th year thou shalt let him go free from thee. It says, and when thou sendest him out free from thee, thou shalt not let him go away empty. Thou shalt furnish him liberty out of thy flock and out of thy floor and out of thy winepress of that wherewith the Lord Yahweh hath blessed. Blessed thee thou shalt give unto him. And thou shalt remember that thou wast a bondman at the land of Egypt, and the Lord thy power redeemed thee. Therefore I command thee this thing today. And it shall be as if he say unto thee, I will not go away from thee, because he loveth thee, and thine house because he is well with thee. Alright, verse 17. It says, then shalt thou take all and thrust it through his ear unto the door, and he shall be his servant forever, and also unto the maidservant, for thou shalt do likewise.
Yeah, so if a servant didn't want to, didn't want to be free, right? The way to be, if he wanted to be a forever servant unto you, right? He would pierce his ears to show that he wants to be your servant forever, all right? And the modern day, this is the chip, all right? Because if you take this chip, what you're telling the Most High is that you want Esau, the so-called white man, to be your God. You want to serve him forever, man. And this is why when Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai returns, and if you have that chip, the RFID chip, you're going to be destroyed, man. You're going to feel the weapons of his indignation. You're going to feel that fire, man, if you take this mark of the beast, okay?
Yeah. And it ain't like Yahweh Shai got to come and check everybody, see if they got it. This is our test. That's why. This is our test, man. Go ahead.
So let's go into the second definition, all right? And the second definition of the word mark it goes into karox. Greek word is karox, which means a pale, a stake, a palisade. And basically what that goes into, I think it has a picture right here, is the needle that they're going to use. The needle that they're going to use to imprint that chip in you, put that chip in you. Okay, the needle. That's what that cross goes into. All right, now if we go to the third definition,
And that needle is a stake.
yeah,
Okay, a pail, a stake that you use like to hold a tent down. Okay.
All right, the third definition is grapho. Okay, which means to write with reference to a form of letters, a letter on a tablet, to write with reference to the consonants of the writing, to express around characters, use of things which stand written in the sacred books, to fill with writing and to draw up and write and compose. And basically what graphical goes into is the information, all right, that they're gonna put in your chip. You know, your medical history, your criminal history, your you know, that's gonna be new way of payment. It's gonna have that chip. This RFID chip is gonna have everything about you, man. So all you gotta do is have to scan it, and then have all the information about you. That goes into the word graphical, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that it on that?
Yeah.
Okay. And that brother mentioned stake. When they used to do the land rush, they used to put the stake in the land to own it, man.
Yep. They call it stake your claim.
Yep. You know, or they use sweepstakes.
Yep.
You got to own your money, or to get your money to get owned or something like that. Go ahead, What's-
Dang, house is something, international house is something where you sweepstakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweepstakes.
Like sweet, that's what they did. They swept the land and then they made their stake in the land. Go ahead. So that's all about robbery, man. Go ahead.
It says to receive a mark in their right hand.
And they right hand, and we mention that a lot because you use your right hand mostly, but it could be anyway. It could be your left, right hand. But you know, Jake he actually functions with his right hand on a usual basis, man. So it's you know.
The right hand is the right one. The right one. It could be the left. That could be the right hand. The right hand that you need to put it in. Okay, or the right hand could be the right hand.
Because they,
Jake gonna be simple.
yeah.
Well,
He
it says right hand. We
yeah.
get on left.
It even says that even the right hand of the wicked is the left.
Yeah, see?
So it don't even matter.
Exactly.
You know?
It's just the right one.
Yeah. But even if somebody's left-handed, they probably still get it in their right hand because that left hand is just shit that they do, like art and shit, basketball. But just to scan, people, hey, you don't need just to scan, you'll get it in your right hand.
Well, RFID, Esau did a research on the best place to put the RFID chip, right?
Yeah.
And they found the best place to do it in your forehead or your right hand.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is the body heat needs body heat, and that's where your hand is used, right?
Yeah.
So if you're left-handed, that's where the most body heat comes from. So they're gonna put it in your left hand, man.
And you know they
Right.
definitely want to tap into the brain because they want to get into Zion, man. You know? They want to get into the Most High's temple, man. Go ahead.
Or in their foreheads.
In their forehead, you know, people are simple, like you just gonna have a barcode and that's it. That barcode's gonna wipe off and shit, though. You know, it's gonna be in your forehead, man. Go ahead.
And that no man might buy or sell.
No man might buy or sell, so like the apostle said, Christianity don't keep you from buying and selling, man. Either sin. Sin is something that you deal with inside. That's why Paul says it's no longer me, it's sin that dwelleth in me. You know, so that can't be the mark of the beast, man. Go ahead.
Save.
So you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell if you want groceries, just like your credit card, just like your money. That's just a prep. That just prepped you for this RFID chip. Because money, if you run out of money, of course you could loan somebody money or your friends, and then y'all could work with each other, and y'all can help each other. But with that chip, that's your own personal chip, man. You ain't gonna be able to share with nobody. You know?
Going to that forehead, that's not too far-fetched right now
Exactly.
because that guy Elon Musk,
Elon Musk.
he's working on that Neuralink,
Yeah.
where it's a brain implant.
Yeah.
You know,
These people think on another level, man. They think robotically. They think about electronics. They think about technology. They ain't on this simple Jake shit or that simple Earth shit. You know, even though they earthly creatures, Most High, but the Most High is doing this. He's putting that technology in them, man.
Hey, Esau want to make us AIs. And he
Artificial
can control,
intelligence.
He can control artificial intelligence. But he can't control you at the state you're right now.
Yeah.
He has to do that.
That futuristic lifestyle, that's what you see on that Esau wants to build. That's what he wants to do after he thinks that he's gonna accomplish his new order.
Yeah.
You know, with this AI system, the robots working. You know, get rid of people and start having robots work and flying cars and you know, you already have cars that can drive itself already. That's like that. Esau wants that futuristic lifestyle, man. Yeah, but he's not gonna be able to accomplish it.
Yeah.
All right, he's only gonna get so far with his new order, man.
Esau is showing these people if they don't get with his system of AI, he can replace them with the AIs, you know?
Yeah, the robots are taking jobs, and people complain about that. You got this big ass machine making. What would they make? Anything they would make?
Like a robot dog, or what are you talking about?
Some product that they make. That, you know, Jake
They do packaging and
packaging, doing boxes. Some labor job that Jake would do. You know what I'm saying? But the machines do it instead, and that Jake is out of a job.
Brothers brought on Elon Musk, bro. He's working on self-driving cars, man.
Yeah.
Soon enough, they're gonna get rid of Jake the middleman.
Yeah.
Soon enough.
Yeah.
Going to self-driving car, I was watching this video. You know how you have Uber people that are Uber and like food delivery apps.
Yeah.
You want to get rid of the people and replace it with robots. You know, like for example, Uber be self-driving cars, and all you need to do is like with this that's why Esau setting up these 5Gs all over.
Yeah.
Because they want to replace humans with robots.
Yeah.
You know, no cars that drive by itself with no people. You know, delivering. You know, Domino's is already doing it. All right, you have Domino's that did a test run of doing delivering pizzas with no one.
drones.
And drone deliveries.
Yeah, Amazon's doing that with the
Y'all
drones.
remember? You said what?
Amazon, they're starting out
Amazon.
with the drones.
Y'all remember that show? You might remember Shemaiah as a car. That show Knight Rider.
Yeah,
Remember the car drove to him?
yeah,
The kid.
kid.
And that was in what?
Like 80.
That was in the 80s. You know? But just letting you know that they put their shit out there in movie shows. This whole world is based on their blueprint of what they want to do, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's lucky. It's gonna be easy for them because they're just gonna blame it on the Crown Royale, man. They want everything contactless.
Yeah.
You know, supposedly for the people. They're saying.
Yeah. You're talking about, the COVID, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And that no man might buy or sell,
No man might buy or sell. Go ahead.
save he that had the mark.
Save that he to have the mark, man. So you gotta have this, whatever you think it is, which we know what it is. You gotta have that to buy or sell. What do you do to get your groceries, to eat and drink, to your livelihood? Everything that you do is connected with having to pay for it, man. Rent, your livelihood, man. Take care of your children. It's based on money, man. Nobody's planting seeds and the produce is generation after produce. You gotta have to go back to the store and get some water, some more water when you run out, get some more food and shit. Cause we supposed to be farmers, man.
Yeah.
Farmers is the husbandry, man.
Be self-sufficient, able to provide for ourselves.
Exactly.
But instead, Esau wants us to rely on them.
Yep.
That's why he's bringing this pandemic on, because he wants to crush these people, man.
Yep.
So these people can rely on him for help, man.
Yep.
Because in order for Esau to help you, you gotta have that chip, man. That mark of the beast. In order for him to help you, he's not gonna want to help you if you're not with the system.
Yep. Go ahead,
It says,
Hey,
say,
it's like, bro, what's his name? Bill Gates just bought up, most of the farmland in America, man. Okay?
Yeah.
So you know what that means. They're going to be pushing more GMOs, all right? That's all that's for.
Yeah.
For them to push the GMOs and for them to have the control over the food for distribution. You know, you're going to definitely have to have that chip. If you ain't got that chip, you're not going to be able to eat.
Right. And remember, Bill Gates, he was just a dude at Microsoft.
Yeah.
Now he's into this political arena and all that shit in this digital world, man. Little chump guy that's working at the office. Microsoft. Nah, man. It's more than just Microsoft, man.
Right. He's into the FDA, the food and the drugs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's messing around in the medical field.
Yeah.
And he's messing around in the food field.
Yeah. I thought he was just a computer guy.
Right.
Go ahead. These people are working together, man.
Yeah, they are.
Go ahead.
save he that had the mark.
Go ahead.
A physical thing.
Yeah.
Physical. Or the name of the beast.
Or the name of the beast, because who's the beast? NATO and EU. Where does all that planning and blueprint come from? The elite banking system, man. That which in your dollar bill, it got the pyramid on there, the Egyptian pyramid, which they model themselves after. That's why it talks about this being a spiritual Egypt.
Is it
And it-
huevos?
Huh? Yeah, huevos. I got the dollar bill right here. So back in the back of the dollar, it says Novus Ordo Securium, which means New World Order.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't even know that, man.
Yeah.
They don't know. They don't know the plans of Esau, and they tell you in their
Right here in
faces.
the blueprint.
And that's
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
No, not just that, but
Yeah, I know. I
also
know.
movies.
Yeah, movies.
TV
Yeah,
shows.
all
Like,
that.
people just think that that's just entertainment.
Yeah.
No, that's a message. Because part of their witchcraft, part of their Satanism, they have to tell you what they're gonna do before they fucking do it.
Yeah, we went into that this whole earth is designed according to like these buildings and stuff. They have certain witchcraft elements to them because that's how they design them.
Right.
I wanted to mention on the back of the dollar bills, it also has the pyramid, which is the eye, all-seeing eye, Horus, and all that, and it got an illumination. If you can see it, it got illumination, which means the Illuminati. But it says the Great Seal. If you look up the word seal, it's a device you use to make some join together. So they're gonna use that device to join the try to join our people to their new world order, man. You know, so that's the Great Seal that they talk about, as far as how spiritually we see things, man. But this thing is deep. Go ahead.
And they still have the pyramid mocking us because they have us in bondage.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 32, man.
And they have also the eagle, man. And back then, Tom Ptolemy, he tried to combine the Egyptian with the Greek, right? As one world order.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, they tried that. They tried the New Order before.
Yeah.
Antiochus,
Yeah,
they
that's
tried to
right.
have a one world government. That's what Alexander and his general's reign was about. Where they try to have everyone, worship their gods and follow their customs. But then when Alexander the Greek died, you had the four generals that
No, don't get it right.
that went to war with each other, try to establish their own group. You know.
Hey, bro, back in Mississippi, when I was growing up, they had for the street signs, instead of these street signs they have today, those metal ones, they had obelisks at every corner.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a four-sided obelisk about this tall, and it had the names of the street printed on it. Was white and had the name of the street stenciled on in black. Okay, on every corner. Okay, so that's showing you that we were in Egypt, man.
Exactly.
Spiritually Egypt. All right, and that was a spell that they was putting upon us, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that displayed, all them images display energy and
Right, it's a
vibration.
vibration.
Yeah. Go ahead,
This is a quick precept because you talked about our people joining with Esau. It says, Proverbs 11:21, it says, though hand join in hand,
Yeah.
the wicked shall not be unpunished,
Yeah.
but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. All right, our people are going to be punished for doing wickedly, and so it's the so-called white man, right?
Yeah. That's right. So the wicked gonna be punished. So it ain't no gonna be joint. Nothing's gonna be joint, man. You know? That's another reason why you can't have two kingdoms, man.
Yeah.
You can't have two superpowers. You can't have Chinese and US. You can't have us and the so-called white man. It's either gonna be him reigning or us.
Right. The
You
Most
know?
High made one thing
Against another.
not with another.
That's right.
Darkness can't be in the
Comprehend
same
light.
room with light.
Yeah.
You know,
That's right.
evil in the same room with good.
That's right.
Okay.
That's why he's separating us from, with the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, to separate us from this beast, man. Go ahead. So the beast is NATO, man. And all them, branches and all that.
Esau's power structure started from
Esau
Greek,
power structure.
Roman to now.
Yeah.
Because America's part of that beast.
Yeah.
Because it came out of what? It came out of the Great Britain, man.
Yeah.
Which is part of the beast.
Yeah. And that's pretty much the mother of America, man. They're not independent. All that Britain, the independence from Britain 1776 was a lie, man. America is a harlot that rides on the beast. She's never been independent. There's always a connection. That's why they go around to the Middle East, go around to Russia, because they still had to deal with it. Go ahead.
And it says all
Hell, the banking families are over there, man.
Right.
How the
America's
hell-
the harlot.
Exactly.
Who's the pimp?
Them, the elite banking system, the NATO in there, man. Go ahead.
or the number of his name.
The number 666, you can find that on the barcode. It's different levels to that, but he displays that. Even in a monster drink, it got the Hebrew letters 666, and it says monster. Who's the monster and who's displaying that number? Even in the barcode, I think every barcode it has 666 in it. Go ahead. Like, what was you gonna say?
Oh, I was saying the number 6 means intelligence and cut.
Yeah.
So he's trying to feed you with his philosophies at the end of the day, so he can be worshipped as God.
And you know it's coming from them rats because they get into Hebrew. They talk Yiddish, but they think they're us. So they just, go ahead.
Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man.
That's how you know the beast is a man. It's men on earth. It's a nation on earth. Go ahead.
For it is the number of a man, and his number is 600
So that same, they ain't the exact same people because it wasn't, the so-called white man wasn't on earth, but that beast, that spirit of the beast goes back to Eve in the garden. That serpent that tricked Eve into his philosophies and his lies, man. There wasn't no damn apple, wasn't no snake,
Hey, that's part of his lies.
That's part of his lies.
That's part of his lies, saying that the serpent and Eve was something different. I mean, the serpent and the philosophy was something different than what it actually was. That's part of his deception.
That's right, because philosophy means the love of wisdom. He gave them the wisdom of the world, the wisdom of his own. And now, that's all he got them women in them educational, them schools. They love it. Or them women's rights and shit. There's a whole doctrine on women's rights and shit, man. You can go in there and learn about, okay, the women don't, and men, and don't associate this, and this is our color, and this is what we're gonna do, march, and this is who we connected with, all that shit. It's deep, go ahead.
Oh, can I say real quick? So for it is the number of a man, and that man who created the barcode is George Joseph Laura, and he died last year. It says, for it is the number 600, 600. When you go into the Greek word for that, it's stigma. And the root word for stigma is puncture. And that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna use a syringe to puncture into your skin. Alright, so Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
It's like this is Egypt again with ships. How we get here? Slave ships, cargo slave ships. Scattered all across the world, but this is the main place that they did business for. Go ahead. You can ask China about the imports and exports, man. Go ahead.
By the way thereof I spake unto thee.
Yep.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
We haven't seen our homeland again. Go ahead.
Hey, why would it say go to Egypt with ships when Egypt is like 381 miles in walking distance?
Yeah.
It took us a couple hours, like a few days, but the Lord had us in there
We
for
had
like 40
camels
days.
and all that, yeah.
By the way,
what the brother's saying, they didn't have to go ships to go to eat back and forth to Egypt. Paul ain't never mentioned, the prophets ain't never mentioned no Egypt. Having to take ships. Go ahead.
Yeah, but that Egypt is synonymous. It doesn't mean bondage, but it's synonymous with bondage.
Yeah.
Okay? It's just the Lord reminding us that he was going to bring us back into bondage again.
Yeah.
This time with ships. We're not going to walk into that land, but we were going to be carried into that land with ships. And we would not see our homeland again until he brings us back here.
Yeah, because Egypt comes from Mizraim, which was one of the sons of Ham, man. Go ahead.
And by that, man, those of you saying that we're not slaves today, man, that's going up. We still go to the devil for the want of all things.
Yeah.
We can't do anything, without,
nothing, man. We can't do anything without buying anything, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, when you're born, they give you a what? A social security number. That's your prison number.
Yeah.
Okay. That's your purchase number. All right. Cause like when you go to like the dock and you go to the shipyard where they bring in merchandise, it's called a what? A berth. Okay. And at the berth, what do they have to do? They have to give over the manifest, which is telling them what kind of cargo that they have. So your mother, she gives them the manifest of you. You're the manifest. You're coming out of that water, and they have to give you a number. You say, this is the product, and you are that product.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
That's why you got all kind of hospital fees and shit. Because you're a business and bargaining tool, man. And then you got the straw man, which is, it's a long story. We ain't gonna get into that, but your mother pretty much, like the brother said, you're born into slavery in the hospital. Your mother signs your birth certificate, and it actually lets them know that she's gonna watch you for 18 years. Why you think she kicked you out the house at 18 and shit? And then you go to school, you go right to school, college, and then try to be something in the corporate world. That's your drive. But why wasn't she learning? Why wasn't she teaching you as a child, schooling and all that? Why'd you have to go to their school to learn anything? That's that strawman slavery shit.
Because you're their property.
Yeah, you belong to them.
When she signed that birth certificate, she signed you over to them.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're a property. You are stock on the stock market, man.
Yeah.
Your birth certificate is actually on the stock market.
That's right.
Okay, being traded.
Yep.
You know?
And that's how they see you. When they see Jake, they either see kill that nigga or he's a good, he's for money. They see a damn dollar sign above your head.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And it says,
Here's the point right here. Go ahead.
thou shalt see it no more again,
Yep. Our homeland, which man, go ahead.
and there he shall be sold unto your enemies.
Sold into your enemies. What was on the auction blocks, man? You got, hey, even if you escaped or something, hey, just like a warrant today with Jake. Hey, that Negro, anybody catch this nigger, he get $1,500. You know?
That was the slave patrol.
That was slave patrol, man.
The so-called police and the
Yep.
sheriff today.
Exactly. Same shit.
Same.
As I can say, Salaki, when they sold us, they had in the news article, they called us Hebrews. You know, they knew that we were Hebrew Israelites
Yep.
even when they were selling us.
Yeah. When Jew was a byword for us, man. Look at this Jew boy. Even though we are from Judah, man, that was a byword, or, you know, a whole nation, go ahead.
And there he shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen,
Who was selling it? That means the so-called white man's our enemy. Go ahead.
and he shall no more buy you again.
No, read that
Oh,
again. Huh?
Slakia. And no man shall buy you.
No man shall buy you. So, what does that mean? That we're the Most High's property. Most High said, no man. That's the curses. No man shall buy you. So you can't. Even though our people sold out on a spiritual level, you can't be bought into this devil, man.
That word buy goes into save.
Yeah, save. Greek word.
No man is gonna save us.
And it's the same thing as buy, because if you wanted a slave, if a slave master owned, if a slave had one slave master and another slave master, and he knew about another slave master, and he wanted to be under that other slave master because he was so-called nicer, he had to bargain and say he had to be bought out of that situation. Basically, slave.
Where there's 12 years of
12
slave.
years a slave. So basically, you being saved from one slave master to another, being bought out of that condition. So no man shall save you. We're bought with a price, and the Most High said, you shall be redeemed without money. So in this harlotry world, Jake deals on Jake is being bought and sold, but the reason why he can't come up, because the Most High is the curses. You're gonna have to abide by these curses, man.
Yep.
You know, we're still stuck in the slavery plantation of this whole world, and you gotta buy or sell, and you gotta be sold. These women, they got their box. They can sell you on a personal level because this is a city of traffic. You can go to a woman and say, hey, what's up? Hey, well, you know, I'm setting a price. And they can set a price wherever they want to because they belong to the system. That's how the system looks at deals. So you might buy some box for $150, another bitch might charge you $350. Just because she can they use that bargain, and that's how America is. She's a harlot. So she uses that as a if you don't want to buy no car for $20,000, we'll give you benefits if you buy it, or we'll put a credit on your car towards your car. You can get better insurance. She's bargaining with you, man, and then you get sold into that. If the McDonald's burger is too high, well, we'll give you 5 burgers for your family for a discount.
Oh, they was giving out I can't remember. Did y'all see they was giving out weed?
Oh, yeah,
They was giving out
for the vaccine. The vaccine.
Yep. That's
They was giving out weed, man.
Weed, money, whatever the harlot got. Hey, you want this, that? You know?
It's like the man with the jacket. I got one.
Exactly. That's exactly how it is, man. And really, they trying to sell us to some shit that we own already. Remember Eddie Murphy looked at them like, I'm the one that y'all robbed this shit, motherfucker. That's my stuff. You know? Go ahead.
It did say, no man shall buy you. Monday was Martin Luther King's day, right?
Yeah.
He didn't redeem us because the word buy means redeem. He didn't
Exactly.
bring us out of slavery. Instead, he brought us into a burning house, like you
Exactly.
said.
Yeah,
Right?
Jake is always looking for leaders, you know?
Yeah.
And the scriptures clearly say, no man shall save you, shall
Yeah.
buy you.
Buy you,
And
yeah.
Yahushua said he's not going to meet thee as a man. So
Yeah.
literally, no man is going to save
Exactly.
us, man.
Yahushua has to come and redeem
Exactly.
us. He has to come and save us
It says,
from the
out of
condition
Zion,
that we're in.
The Redeemer.
And at the end of the day, Esau knows that the Lord's coming back. So what do you think he's gonna try to do? He's gonna try to kill us off.
Yeah.
All right, the ones he can't kill, he wants them chipped. All right, because he knows that if you got this mark in you, all right, the mark of the beast in you, that you're not gonna be delivered, man.
Yep.
Okay.
And
But
oh, go ahead.
remember how the Lord had men that did not bow down to his knees to Baal?
Exactly.
Same thing in this time.
Yeah.
The Lord has men that are not going to bow down their knees to Esau's image,
Yeah.
his new world order. Not going to receive his mark, man.
Exactly.
Okay, we're going to be against this system, man.
Exactly.
Remember, in Revelation 15:2 it says the ones that have the victory over the beast and over his image and have
Yeah.
not received his mark. There are going to be men on earth, all right, that are not going to take that mark, man. Okay? And you may ask, how is it? How are we going to live? How are we going to buy things? How are we going to able to function in society? Well, we gotta lose this life in this world. All right, we gotta put our trust and our whole hard faith on Yahweh Shem Yahushai and know that He will provide for us in those times, man. Because it takes faith to lose your house, to lose your car. Because without this mark, you wouldn't be able to function in society.
Exactly.
You wouldn't be able to buy, you wouldn't be able to sell, you wouldn't be able to drive your car.
Yeah.
You know, you could drive your car until you run out of gas, because how you gonna put gas in it? You could drive your car and then one day, you know, Esau pulls you over asking for your driver license, insurance, and registration. All right, and they're not gonna accept an ID. They're gonna want your mark. They're gonna want to scan your hand. If you don't have it, you know what happens when Esau pull you over? You don't have your driver license, your registration, insurance. What happens? They tow your car.
Yeah.
Right? They tow your car, and I think they take you to jail, but they tow your car, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens? So you can't function in society. You can't pay your rent. You know, you can't pay your mortgage. You can't pay anything because everything, the whole chip, this chip will do away with cash. All right, because one of the reasons why Esau wants to get rid of the cash, right? Which he want to bring in a global reset. He wants full control of the people,
Yeah.
all right? Because with cash, you're not able to track it, okay? You're not able to tax it, okay? Because I was at the I was getting my oil change, and I asked the guy, I have card. He said, no, you have cash? Nah. So I had to go to the bank and get some cash because he said, like, man, I've been charging too much people on card. I made he had like a couple G's in there, and then he said that on his card he had to tax everything. Okay, that's why he wants cash, because he knows that cash is you can't track it. You can't get taxed taxed off that, man.
Yeah.
But in my mind, it's like, man, what you gonna do? I didn't tell him this, but in my mind, like, what you gonna do with cash when they do away with cash?
Yeah.
All right, because when this chip comes out, you ain't gonna be able to sell. All right, everything that you know how you do like garage sales, you sell your car, or you do like a personal side hustles like app jobs, Uber Eats. All that will be done away with.
Yeah.
Or you may still be able to do it, but everything will be taxed. So if you sell your car, it's gonna be taxed because Esau's gonna know everything, every transaction you get.
Exactly.
Even if you get a gift card that has, you know how you have gift cards, and your parents may give your loved ones give you gift cards with money. Well, in those days they can, sell you it, put you in your chip.
Yeah.
That will be taxed. Everything that you make will be taxed. You can't hide nothing from Esau. And that's another reason why Esau wants this chip, man. Because he wants to have full control of your people.
Yeah.
There's no privacy without it. All right? You can't have no privacy without it. They'll know where you're at. They know what you eat. They know what you're feeling. They can control you. All right? So this chip that they're bringing out is all about control of the masses.
Yeah, that's why they had.
Hey, that's just like the marijuana. Okay, the marijuana game back in the day used to have dang on drug dealers used to sell marijuana. Yeah. Now they made marijuana legal. Why? Because they wanted to tax it, man.
Yeah.
Yes,
They wanted to tax it, and they want to control it, and they put the drug dealers out of business.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
They
then
raise
you had-
up. I believe they raised up the price.
Yeah, the prices
the
is
marijuana
up.
price.
Yep.
Then you had some like commercial license where you like, there's a car if he try to sell behind, like we just what we talking about. Now you can't even paint your van and use it as a business. You gotta report to them so they can tax you on it.
Yeah.
Commercial license and shit. But back then you use a motor line, Little kids used to do the lemonade stand, mow the lawn, make hella money. You mow like 20 lawns in a day, you can make $200 easily.
And with that chip, all that will be done away with.
All that be done away with, cause you gotta put the chip in the motor, the lawnmower to even start it and shit. That's how they get you, man.
Or to buy gas.
All angles, what you got? I said, right quick this, and then you
It's like Isaiah 52 and 1. Awake, awake.
3, I think.
For thus saith the Lord, ye have sold yourself for naught.
You have sold yourself for naught, man.
Damn.
Because, hey, we're going to get into it. The brother we was talking about, we was already purchased with the blood of Yahweh Shai. So how you going to sell yourself? We belong to Yahweh Shai. That's why the Most High said, I'm married into you. So if you, that seal that they have, like I said, is a joint thing. So that means you marrying the system, man. You're committing adultery against the Most High. Because you belong to the Most High. How do we belong to the Most High? By the blood of Yahweh Shai. He said, we got purchased by the blood.
Bought with a price.
Bought with a price. So you just can't be going around, that's American shit. Going around and having your ass and titties out and shit. That's American shit, man. You supposed to be in the house of David. Get your ass in the house. That's what you tell your wife. Go ahead.
Ye have sold yourself for naught.
So your wife would and she be like, oh, this nigga, I'ma sell the box. Now these independent women that kick the man out the house, what they doing? Selling their box on IG. You know? Because that's all they got.
They can't even sell their box. They don't have to sell their box in person. They can just do it
online.
OnlyFans and shit.
Yeah. And then that's a digital way of doing it. Because remember, they used to be on the streets, on the physical way. Huh?
On the Craigslist.
Yeah, Craigslist, back page.
But real soon, they're gonna be forced to sell
They're
their whole
gonna be
life.
yeah.
All of them, man.
But you know what? But they already in that mode, like we said, of digital. They already in that lustful, independent, pay me nigga, use your credit card up, and they gonna go right into the RFID chip, man.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead.
But ye have sold yourself for naught,
For nothing.
and ye shall be redeemed without money.
So it ain't gonna be money to save you. What is money going into? Money ain't just dollar bills, it's a form of currency. Whatever it is. The chip, RFID chip, is a form of money, man. Go ahead.
I got this in the book of Isaiah 30 and 1. Alright? It says, woe to the rebellious children.
Rebellious, who is that? Israel, man. Go ahead. Whoa, this means destruction. Go ahead.
It says, saith the Lord,
Yep.
that take counsel, but not of me.
We don't take counsel of the Most High. They get together. How can we get more drugs going? Jake, how can we rob a bank? How can we do this? All evil, man.
No, they go into how they can save themselves.
Yeah, save
You
themselves.
got Jake that trying to build up a
Black
militia,
businesses.
militia
Oh, yeah,
group,
militias.
and that too.
Black businesses.
And then also try to get into politics.
Politics.
You know, like we need more black people
Yeah.
in politics. That's
Yeah.
why you got a lot of Jake happy, because you got a so-called, black
Yeah.
woman, if she's an Israelite or not,
Exactly.
you know, in office.
Like we-
thinking that she's there for their people, she's there against them, man.
Against them.
You know?
And like we said, the politicians didn't use to fuck with rappers and shit. Whenever you see Ronald Reagan with a rapper and shit.
It's a snare, bro.
It's a snare. Now the rappers got so much influence, they said that's the next one to get into so they can influence the people to vote and do all that other bullshit.
That's the thing they're gonna push.
They're going to push that.
Remember they used to condemn the rappers like NWA,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
burn their CDs,
Yeah.
even the president said
Yeah.
it, you know?
Now they're going to get somebody like Dr. Dre or Shaquille O'Neal or some of those top ones, you know?
Yeah.
That's been in the media, that's familiar faces. Go ahead.
It's verse 30, it says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and cover it with a covering, but not of my spirit.
Yeah, that's what happened back in the garden, man. They lost the covering of the Most High. Our people are straight naked out there. We look at our people like a shame, man.
Yeah.
Like a naked woman walking in the street.
They're just doing, whatever the hell they want. and
Yeah,
shit,
because Jake could see a naked woman walking the street. Damn, I want to hit that. But when you spiritual, that's a shame. Like,
Yeah, it's
because
a
we
shame.
supposed to have virgins, wives, families.
Yeah.
What is it good as a slut? Israel ain't. That only happened because of oppression and slavery. We ain't supposed to. It said make no daughter of the children of Israel, a harlot, man.
Yup, and that's what all of our women is.
That's what
They're
all our
harlots.
women are, man.
They have no
And-
respect for themselves,
Yeah.
the way they dress.
Yeah.
And then you tell them, like, well, it's America. It's my, they say my pussy, my truth. I can do
Yeah.
what I want. I can wear what I want.
Wear what
But
I
go
want.
ahead, keep that same energy when the system falls.
Yeah.
The only thing protecting you from getting ravished right now is the system. But this system's gonna fall. Ain't no more cops gonna be out here to protect your ass, man. All right.
Right, man.
So if
Yeah.
it's more, the man gonna take it instead of just asking for your number and
Yeah.
trying to create pickup lines. They're
Yeah.
just gonna take it what they want.
Yeah, because they are commodity. They can get something out of that. You bust something out of that. I give you money to bust, but no, I'm gonna take it
Yep.
because you're a commodity anyway, man. Go ahead.
And the real truth is gonna be exposed in that day that you woman ain't shit, man.
Yeah.
You ain't independent.
Yeah.
The feminine shit will be cut off and just once you get on the phone, you dial 911, and that's all you hear. That's when the woman will be faced with reality.
Yeah.
All right.
Man, you should have got on that train earlier so we can get used to how you look. Now you're gonna scare motherfuckers. You're gonna take off that wig and all that makeup. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, damn, you ain't good for nothing.
Now,
Go ahead.
now women wear stuff so they can show off. In that day,
Yeah.
it's the opposite. You want to
Yeah.
cover up. In that day.
And all that shit costs. That makeup shit, that's expensive as hell. That weave shit, that's $1 billion business.
They make the dogs lick our sores.
Yeah.
Because the black
Yeah.
women, they had no,
Yeah.
that part of their health is them not having hair.
Yeah.
They see them make a profit off of our health, off of our soreness, man. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, God, ultimately women are the weaker vessel, man. They're gonna get it the worst of these things.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
It says, that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit,
Yeah.
that they may add sin to sin.
That's where they add sin and they get waxing worse and worse, man. Go ahead.
Our people are wise to do evil, but to do good, they know nothing of.
Yeah.
All right. It says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
How we know this is modern day Egypt? Because same shit happening, man.
Yeah.
In bondage again. Who's the modern day Pharaoh now? So-called white man, man.
Yeah.
They the new Egyptians, man. That spirit. You know, because Most High, we gonna have the Egyptians in slavery, the original Egyptians. But Most High got to take this. This man is playing the roles of these people, man. That was in every enemy, man. That's why they copy off of them, man. They got Egypt on the dollar bill because they acting like Egyptians, man.
Yeah.
So Most High said, "Hey, this is the man of sin, man. This is who's the problem on earth. So Most High got to take him down so we can rule the nations, man." Go ahead.
It says, and have not asked of my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Yeah, because with Moses, he was humble. He asked the Most High, what should I be, Most High? I can't even I have a slow speech. But the Most High sent them there, man.
Yeah.
The Most High didn't send us into Egypt to connect with Egypt.
Yeah. To get comfortable with their life here.
We got to prophesy against this place. It was never a Most High that when Most High sent us in our enemy's land to connect with him. Hey, don't marry your sons into their daughters, and your daughters into their sons. They say if you get a king of your own nation, your own brethren. Go ahead. So that's separation of vision. Go ahead.
It says, and trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Trust in the shadow of Egypt, man. They trust this place. Oh, they'll tell you why. Go ahead.
Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame,
This gonna be your shame, man.
and the trust of the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Because what is the analogy of trust in this system? You can see it mostly through our women. They trust this cop system. They trust the court system for your baby to get custody. Then they trust the cop system to separate you from your home. To protect them, kick you out the house. And then they go to these, they trust Esau's dollar. Shit, they crawling on all fours in the fucking strip club for them dollar bills.
Hey,
You know?
the time's coming.
Yeah.
Where you women that are ease, judgment's gonna start happening onto you. It's already
Yeah.
begun.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all seen that video. You know, this independent woman, she got a job, she got a new house, a new nice apartment, by herself. She lived by herself, she all happy, and then, well, bam, virus hit, 2020, right? She lost the job. She was doing these apps. She couldn't pay her job. She couldn't pay her apartment.
Yeah.
She got evicted, right? And then she got another job. And then she lost that job because she got raped. She couldn't make it the first day and shit. She just bad shit was happening. You know, she was just catching L. You know, and that's what's gonna happen to a lot of you independent women that think they don't need a man.
Yeah.
You need a man because how you gonna be protected from the wind that's coming? from the flood that's coming. You can't protect yourselves. You need a man, not just any man. All right, a man of the Lord, man. That's the man that you need. Okay, that's if the man of the Lord wants you in those days.
Right.
Because we get to pick and choose. Right now, it's the opposite. These women get to choose who they want to be with. They go on dates. They got all these niggas. They go on dates, multiple dates. See who they want to be with, which that's totally ass backwards, man. Real soon, in the days of trouble, we get to pick and fucking choose.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, men of the Lord ain't gonna be choosing a lot of them. All right, men of the Lord ain't gonna be choosing the baddest bitches, man.
Yeah.
When you read Isaiah 41, ain't gonna be the baddest bitch. All right, because them bitches they've been at ease. All right, it's gonna be bitches that that hate this society. They're low.
Yeah.
You know.
It says stumble not at a woman's beauty, man.
Yeah.
But
Desire not for her pleasure.
Yeah.
You know, because you shouldn't have a woman just because she has good box. She needs to put more on the table. But in this world, that's how men make the decision. I want you to be my girlfriend because you got good ass box. No, that shouldn't be the only reason. She should put more on the table than just what she got between her legs.
Yeah, and that's usually been used already. So how could you use that as a bargaining chip? When you drive a car off the lot, instantly it goes down the price because it's used.
Yes, perfect.
So how y'all women up prices and shit? And your box been used over and over again over 1,000 minutes. Your shit should be free as hell and shit. You should have that on the market free for how many years? Forever and shit. Like, hey, y'all got me. My box don't even cost no more and shit.
I'll pay you.
I'll pay you to fuck me.
In those days, I'm like, man, I'll let you hit. I'll do this to you. No, you're gonna be a liability because that's all you can provide. You know how to cook, which is survival skills. What can you provide besides your box in those days? Nah, I don't want your whole ass. You've been a hoe all this life. Now that all hell breaks loose, you want me? No, fuck out of here.
Right, yeah. We calculate that. We measure all that shit. Wait, hey, you can either have one or the other. You gotta have a good box or cook or something. Cause we be balancing that shit out. If you don't got nothing to bring to the table, you got bad box, but you can cook, we might not fuck with you and sit still. Like, damn, it might not be worth it and shit.
A lot of women have bad box. I'm not talking about good, I'm talking about bad. Like,
bad box.
Shit that don't even fucking please you anymore.
The bird box.
Because of all the piping they've been doing, not just with men, but with their fake ass dildos.
Yeah.
So, yeah, scriptures say a wife is supposed to be a helpmate.
A helpmate.
Helpmeet unto you, man.
That's
to guide the house, raise the
yeah.
kids. Supposed to come with some type of value other than her box.
Yeah.
Yes,
They haven't been trained in that area, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
Tell me about it.
they've been trained in how to put on fake eyelashes, how to draw them fake eyebrows, how to put that makeup on real good to make a man think that that's how she really looks.
Yeah.
And she takes it off, and she's a totally different person under there. Okay, she has no skills in maintaining the house.
Yep.
Okay, she wasn't taught that.
Cook clean, because they
Cook
don't
clean and none of that,
They don't
man.
have that mindset, that feminist shit. 50,
Right.
50.
That her grandma, she didn't learn the skills of her grandmother. She was raised by her grandma, but she told her grandma, hey, forget you, I ain't with all that. I'm not cooking. What Cardi B say? I don't cook, I don't clean. You know?
Hey,
That bitch was caught cleaning like a motherfucker on YouTube and shit.
yo, a lot of young women I talk to, one thing I always ask them, do you know how to cook? And a lot of them say no. And I'm like, wow, what the fuck you been doing? You're 25 years old, you're 20, you don't know how to fucking cook?
Yeah.
So you know how to do this bite shit? Like, come on, no man wants that. No man don't want a woman that don't know how to cook, know how to provide.
But a beta male, a
But a
simp.
beta man.
That's the philosophy of America, man. They got these women out here thinking that they can eat out every night. And they when they not eating out, they come home, they throw a pizza in the oven.
Hey.
Okay, something quick, and non-nutritious.
Yeah, let's get that. Did you got a scripture? So I got. Did you got a scripture?
No.
Get that mother of harlots. Just like that brother said, this is the Most High is showing us the levels of how low we fell. You know, our women supposed to be a representation of the nation and beauty, and she's what they call Eve, the mother of all living. You know, if you being nursed well, and the men are healthy, and the nation's getting taken care of, you be like, this nation is on top of their game. You know, but look at our women, they harlots. It says in your curses, your woman, your wife should be a harlot in the streets, man. And our women are harlots in the streets. You know, This only applies to Israel. Who
Right.
gives a damn if the so-called white man's woman is a harlot? She's the harlot. Everybody knows as a harlot. Nobody gives a damn. You know, that's what they known for, man. Esau give his own wife up to be a harlot. Go ahead, Art. But Jake got that slacker, but Jake got a jealousy streak about him because he know his woman ain't supposed to be doing that shit. So our women, we naturally got that in us for our women not to be harlots, man. Go ahead.
You want me to start at the top?
Go ahead. What is it?
17:4.
7-4, yeah. No, mother of all harlots.
Oh, okay. So this is Revelation 17:5. It says, and upon her forehead was a name written.
What is right before that?
Oh, sorry, before it. It says, verse 4, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color.
That purple represents what? Riches, royalty. You know, America. They talks about she lived her life deliciously.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead.
And comforts.
Comfort.
Yeah, all
This
these,
is basically the city of comfort, man.
Yeah, this is where all these
Capernaum.
different nations come, to make their money.
Yeah, and to be comfortable.
You have to be comfortable. Yeah.
You know,
The little
they-
lifestyle.
Yeah, like we said, judgment is over there. They own your ass. You might get woke up with with a knife getting cut, throat cut. You
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? So it's something to be up about. Here you could go to sleep. Nobody, a bitch can sleep with another man. She go to sleep silently and shit in her bed, or she'll cuss a nigga out, call him a bitch, and go to sleep good in this land, man. She'll brag about it. You know.
I
Go
got
ahead.
a quick precept. Jeremiah 51:12, it says, set up the standard upon thy walls of Babylon. What is the standard? It's truth. All right, quick precept you read is Revelation, Isaiah 13, all right, 1 and 2. The standard is truth, and that's what we're doing. We're lifting up a standard against this place. Going and speaking that this place is about to be destroyed, man. Okay? It says, make the watch strong, set up the watchmen, prepare the ambushes, for the Lord hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. Because what's the Lord's purpose? What's his counsel? What's he prophesied against Babylon? To destroy this place. Before he's going to destroy this place, he's going to make Babylon suffer. You know, having troops invade this place, bringing plagues like the sword, the famine, the pestilence, newly created creatures. All right, the Lord's going to start judging this place, man. All right, he's ready doing it now. He's visiting the world which he made. Okay, what is the point? Verse 13. Oh, that dwelleth upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come. So abundant in treasures, abundant in riches. All right, America. What made America so great and so powerful? Slavery. It got made them so get them treasures. Us.
Yeah.
All right, because having us as slaves we built up this place and it brought so much great riches.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says.
This continent alone is billions of dollars. Everybody in the earth we're a continent.
Yep, come on. It says, "Oh, that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come." And the end of America is coming, man.
Yeah.
It's coming, and we can see it.
Yeah.
Okay, if your eyes are open, you can see that this place is going down the drain.
Yeah.
Don't fall for that illusion like everything's gonna go back to normal. Don't fall for that, man, because real soon, remember, the day of the Lord is come as a thief in the night.
Yeah.
Everything right now seems normal, but real soon, all it takes is for one major event that the Lord needs to bring to shut this place down, man,
Yeah.
completely. All right, completely. Because last time, last year, this place was shut down, but things go back up. What the Lord's gonna bring, the next shutdown is gonna happen. All right.
That's
Whatever event.
Bro, that's the grinding slowing first, and then the grinding gonna cease.
Yep, completely.
Yeah.
Because you had a lot of people in 2020 lost their jobs, but you still got people without work. Essential workers. But real soon, when the Lord's fully judging this place, right? No one's gonna be able to work. No one's gonna be able to go out and go shop. No one's gonna be able to do what they want to do because this place is about to be shut down, man. Literally. All right.
Yeah.
It says, thy end is come, and the measures of thy covetousness. The Lord of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely,
By himself. Nobody else, man. Go ahead.
saying, surely I will fill thee with men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up a shout against thee.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's it.
Yep, and I want to make a point what you said about riches. They got rich off of slavery. What do you think they was doing with those riches? Building the machinery,
Yeah.
the industrial age and stuff. They was so the machines can work for them, man. They think like they think think like, oh, we're gonna be a part of this agricultural earth and shit. They think, no, we're gonna make robots and shit to work for us, and then we're gonna control these people. Because even when they use us in slave cotton fields and sugar cane fields and corn, then we hopped on the industrial field and started laying the railroad tracks and all that shit, and start and doing other things to where they had the machines, like all that shit that they make in the factories, all the food and shit is done with machines, man. There ain't no Jake stirring a pot up and shit. You might see that in certain restaurants to get that fast food, but all the machinery is doing that shit. So we're living in a machine-based world of digital technology, man. That's what Jake don't understand. He think it's the old world and shit, or not the old world, but he think this shit is normal. Now this shit's robotic, man. Everything got a remote control to it. Everything got a wire to it. All these cameras and shit, they technology and shit. The 5G, same shit. The drones, the same shit. Go ahead.
They're 3D food. They're starting to make food out of 3D machines.
Yeah, they can print. They can print food. They can print a house and shit. You know what I'm saying? Out of ink or whatever they do, man. So they own it, man. Go ahead. But that RFID chip is a device that helps them. That's the main device that helps them stand on that platform of digital, to have control. Go ahead.
Ultimate control.
Yep. They want to be God, man. Go ahead.
It's back in Revelation 17:4. It says, and the woman was arrayed in purple with scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abomination.
Hey, Jeremiah 51 in the same chapter says Babylon has been a golden cup
Get it.
in the Lord's hand.
Get it. Because it goes right along with it.
Let me see. Let's scroll up. Wait. Jeremiah 51 and 7. It says Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand.
See, that because it's the Most High's program. It's the Most High that gave her the ability to be royal and shit. So
Be great, right?
Be great.
But what does Babylon mean? Do you know what Babylon means?
Oh, confusion.
Yeah, right.
But
Right? And this
the Hebrew
place is
word,
nothing
Baba.
but confusion.
Yeah.
Okay, because people may ask and say, how do you know America is in the Bible? Well, America is known as Babylon.
Yeah.
One of its name is Babylon, because back then, when the prophets were receiving these visions of America being destroyed, there was no term called America.
Yeah.
So the Lord had them write Babylon, okay, or Syria, or
Exactly.
Egypt, okay, or
It's the
or
same
Sodom and
spirit.
Gomorrah. Yeah, same
Same
spirit. They're coming in the same spirit of
Yeah.
the ancient kingdoms.
The daughter of Babylon.
The daughter of Babylon, or the virgin daughter of Babylon.
Exactly.
The reason why it's called the virgin daughter of Babylon, because it never got its chariot popped by other nations. No other foreign nations ever invaded this place. Okay, but hey, if you scroll up, it says and I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fanner. You know, the fanners going into the foreign troops, man. Okay. Now, going back to Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
So what's her wine, man? All these philosophies, man.
Democracy,
Democracy.
falling after his dollar,
Yep.
you know.
That same thing that Eve was deceived by, man.
Hey, see, that's why the other nations can't rule, because Gooks are like pretty much a substitute for Edomites. Like they gonna rule the same exact way.
Well, they falling under these Edomites, man. They got the suits now. They got the McDonald's over there. They believe in transhumanism and shit. That's confusion too, right there, man.
You got them Chinese building AI soldiers.
Yep.
Troops for why are they doing that? You think that's to fight the Americans? No, that's to fight the men of the Lord. I mean the Lord when he returns and his men. You know?
Yeah.
They're over there destroying their own people too, like Esau.
Yeah.
The situation.
Yeah.
Oh,
See, when it says, it's a verse that says the weak shall say that I'm strong. These weak nations are getting not only strong in military might and all, they're getting strong with technology too, man.
Yep.
You know,
Especially the Chinese. That's why
especially the Chinese.
the pride is up the roof thing that they're gonna be the next one in power, but they forgot Second Esdras.
Yeah.
I think the 15th chapter where it goes into war into Asia. You know, it basically falls after Babylon's ways.
And I want to mention those trade wars too. I think one of the reasons why China don't fuck with America pretty much. They talk shit. But, you know, China got a lot of investment in America, of course, because everything's made out of China.
They have they bought a lot of land in America, Texas.
Yeah.
They have troops in Mexico.
Yeah.
And they bought like a base in Jamaica.
Yeah, they're
right?
buying off the islands.
Yeah, they're buying
Next
off.
to
They're building roads,
right?
Yeah.
so they could bring the troops in there and
Yep.
train them.
Closer,
exactly.
Closer to America, man. That's why it goes into the fanners.
Yeah.
All right, the Lord shall send fanners. All right,
Yeah.
foreign troops. That's gonna wreak havoc in this place.
Con. I want to mention the trade wars. China's export. America charges China's high interest, a high price for China's exports, because America is capitalizing off power. But the imports that's going to China that's coming from America is technology, cell phones.
Yeah.
What else is technical? Cell phones,
TVs, smart
computers,
TVs, computers, yeah,
computers.
Clothes.
So China's getting smart. Yeah, like okay, well, y'all capitalize on this power, y'all the great, because we're the bargaining chips too, because we're the ones that work, we're the ones that people want to see. They want to see Michael Jordan. They want to see he's getting old, but he's still out there, But they want to see our people, so America is still kind of great in these heathens' eyes because of us. But China's getting smart on their ass. They dealing more on the technical level, man. That's why they got them robots. Go ahead. And they doing business with Russia.
Yeah,
and all them gooks. Go ahead.
This is back in Revelation.
Yep.
It says, having a golden cup in her hand full of abomination.
Full of abominations, man. That's all that's in America. Go ahead.
And filthiness of her fornication.
Filthiness of this bitch they're talking about this harlot right here in America. It's filthy fornication with this demon witch. She's a witch, a bitch, a harlot, a slut. They have slut walk in this bitch. Have you ever heard of a slut walk over there anywhere? In these Arab nations or whatever?
America.
Only in America, man. Slut walk.
Man, I remember those days we used to go to camp. That's the days I was super mad, bro.
Yeah.
Beaches just I should say I was mad. Those days, every year, now a slut walk, I was mad. I want to be on this fucking.
Don't forget about the nude. They rode nude on bicycles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nude on bicycles.
And don't forget this too. The second day on the 22nd or the 21st rather. Biden he put in a transgender as one of his cabinet members.
Yep.
Not just that, but allowing them to play sports and be in the military.
Yeah, all of that. And then they changed the website. They put it back up. The White House was in all like a rainbow. They put the rainbow lights on it to show you that they're going right back to this perverseness of the Obama administration. Okay.
Isaiah 13 says that the land of Babylon should be like Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah.
That's it. What the Lord do to that city.
Yeah.
So he destroyed it with fire. So what do you think the Lord's going to do to America? He's going to destroy it with fire.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
This is verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written. Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
The mother of harlots, man. This is the main harlot out of all harlots, man. Like I said, they come here to be harlots, man. Like we said, the slut walk, the bicycling thing, the just the promotion of slut. They got strip clubs all over the place, man. Women get in free. That's the energy and vibe, and then they feminize the men. That's what a harlot does. If you raised by a harlot, she'll put you on the wig. She don't mind having a child, a son put on a wig and shit. That's harlotry act, man. That's why these men grow up feminine and shit, man. Go ahead. Because a harlot sells herself and a man's child goes up and see it, he'd be like, damn, I gotta sell myself or something. Or that woman, feminine spirit is put on him. Go ahead.
I'll end it in this verse.
Yep.
And I saw the woman drunken with blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua.
See, some of us gonna have to be martyrs.
Yeah.
But they wanna, it's gonna be bloodshed here because of this wicked ass system wanting to kill men that talks truth against it, man.
That place cannot be cleansed by the blood of that shit.
Yeah, shit. Go ahead.
And Salaki, I just wanted to add, like the brother was saying, man, this land, man, everything that Esau has established, that was built with our blood.
Yeah.
With the blood of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, yeah, you're dealing with blood money, how they say in the movies and shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, Salaki, it says, martyrs of Yahushai, and when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration.
Yeah, because when John saw, he marveled greatly at America because he saw a beautiful woman, right? He saw a very beautiful woman. He marveled at her beauty. Just like these nations, they marvel at America. When this place was once great, they marveled at how great it was. You had people that literally thought that America was built on gold, like the streets were paid out of gold.
Yeah.
You had a lot of people that want to come here because they see that America is so great. There's many opportunities, which is true. You got a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of things you could parlay, you could partake in and do, and there's a lot of things you could do because America gives you those opportunities, man.
Hey, when I was in Jamaica, I thought America was like a perfect life. Everything was just like, beyond Disneyland type of living. But
I remember
got rude reckoning.
I was talking on the phone. I was trying to get a new phone, and I called like at midnight. But I was talking to someone in Europe, and he's like, "Hey, where you from?" From America, California. And basically, he marveled like he wanted to come here, like the way we kind of. I said, "Bro, fuck this country. I don't want to get out of here. I want to come in. This place is trash. It's not what it is, right?" But I got a quick.
Hey, bro, before you say that, that's just like these other nations. Just like they don't show you on TV the dirt of America. They don't show you. They'll show you Hollywood, but they don't want go deep down into the streets of Hollywood and show you that madness down there. Yeah. Just like they don't show you, or when they show you like the countries of Mexico, they don't show you the darker skinned Mexicans, so-called Mexicans down there. They always show you just the light skins. It's always pick and choose with Esau, okay? Because they want to paint a certain picture, okay?
Yeah, like those Spanish speaking networks.
Yeah.
It's all white.
Yeah.
All Edomites.
All white,
All conquistadors.
It's always them showing the beaches, the tourist sites, all different types of shit. Yeah.
They don't show you Skid Row in America.
Right.
They don't show you Skid Row. That place is through.
And then they use
LA is through.
Yep. They use our poverty for touring and shit. Look at the little Negroes down there.
Yeah.
Little Mexicans down there.
But they don't show the dark skinned
They don't show
Mexicans
them.
down there. They wouldn't dare show that on TV. It's like, this is Mexico. Okay?
Yep. You ain't never seen one on a magazine either. man.
Never.
In a magazine. Through all them pages. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 50 and 16. It says, "Cut off the sword from Babylon,
Yep.
and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest." All you nations that come here to make money, to build a business, to have to build the business in this place. All right, that's what it's talking about, right? It says, "And for the fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn everyone to his people, and they shall flee everyone to his own land." Because these nations that come here to make a profit out of America, to make money in America, they see that this place is falling. They see that this place is going down. So what the best place the best thing that they can do is leave this country, make their money while they can, and go back to their country because they see that this place is going down.
Yeah.
Now, y'all remember when we were at LA, at the old spot, like the one with the black wall behind us?
Yeah.
The old spot.
Right across the street from the hall,
That big,
some hall.
yeah, that big, the liquor store to the right. Remember the first before they changed it? Whoa. The brother was telling, he told me this. He said that he went in there asking what happened to the old owners, and he said that they went back to their country because they don't feel safe here in America. They don't see they see no benefit being in America, so they went back into their country. So these nations that come from other countries to make money here. They see that these places are going down. So what they do, they go back to their country. Like another example, Israel. No, this is Doomsday Prepper. I was watching the show. The so-called Jew, he's preparing for Doomsday, right? And because he didn't feel safe for America, and he's like, man. At the end of the show, he said, man, I'm going back to Israel because I cannot protect my family being here in America. There's no safe haven for me and my family here because he see that this place is going down, man.
Exactly.
These nations see it, but the only people that don't see this place going down is our people, man.
Yeah.
All right, and he's proud as patriot Edomites.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say something. That's why you're seeing the nation's getting younger and younger and shit that be in these stores, man. Because they start off with their fathers and stuff, and then when they start making enough money, their fathers go back to manage that money, and their sons will substitute them to work for them, and then you be like, damn, where's the the older people at? Because they back home managing money, while their sons are running the stores and all that. We don't have that. We don't have our sons. We don't have anything to pass down to our sons and shit. It's just over with us and shit. You know?
So like, that's called a generational wealth.
Generational wealth, man. We don't got that.
You saw be passing their wealth down to their children.
Yeah.
You know, Jake don't got shit. You got Jake. You ever see stories with Jake? Like, I'm the only child of my whole family that I've been graduated college and did this. I'm glad to make it out. You know, help my family. You know, because Jake don't got that wealth, man.
I remember when you used to see older Edomites at these stores, that these nations work, and then they sons was there. He'd be like 20 years old or something. You'd be like, damn, getting paid, and then after that, it's these other nations, man.
They have their kids run their family business, take over the business.
Take over the business.
You know,
that's how they do it, man.
Yeah. Even if Jake do get into some money and then he dies, Esau finds a way to get that money, okay, from his estate.
Exactly.
Okay? It's like all these entertainers that dies, these celebrities that dies with money. Esau will find a way to get that money, like Prince. Prince had a lot of money, man. Okay? You can believe Esau got that money now. He got his records, his tapes, his vault, all of that.
All that.
You know.
And his family can't do nothing about it because this is a mob running this shit.
Yep.
It was a story, Salaki, but it was a story about a dude that passed down his business. It was a cremation, I told it before. Passed down to his son, and you know how you're supposed to cremate the bodies? This dude left the bodies in there and then pushed the caskets in the river and shit. So he wasn't, because he couldn't manage the business. I don't know if his father passed down the knowledge or something, but he got lazy, and they put him on national TV, like, look at this dumbass nigga. So even if we got business passed down, it ain't gonna last long and shit.
Yeah, because we're under the curses.
We're under the curses, man. This dude, man. And all the bodies are float. You know how the bodies float back up to the river? That's how they found it. Then he had a lake in the back. He just dumped the bodies in them.
Hey,
like, come on, man.
You got Jake that own a lot of business. So, you know, you got some of them that prosper well. But a lot of them, you know, they gone to shit because, especially with this virus out, you know, because this pandemic, you know, another reason why they brought this out is to get rid of all the small businesses. Not
Mom
just
and pop shops.
Yeah, not just your Edomites shops, but Jake too, because Jake, they got businesses up here. You got, you know, a lot of businesses that are owned by Jake that are, you know, that Jake's losing their business, man. You know, because they're deemed non-essential.
Right. And all you have to do is have Karen walk in there and shit. I found a fly on my hamburger. The whole shit is shut down. There's all kind of unclean environments around. You go to McDonald's that used to be in Hollywood. It was bums sleeping in motherfucker, pissing in the bathroom, and that shit is still up. If that was a Jake shop, they would have closed that shit down the first day. You know? Go ahead.
You had that one killing over there in Chicago. The cops killed that the special ed guy in front of his mother. We're so under the curses that Jake rioted and looted their own fucking store, their own people, like their own people's store, a black-owned business. Okay, that's what I mean, a black-owned business. Here it is, you're over here protesting about Black Lives Matter, but you're fucking destroying your own people's business. Come on, man. You should be supporting each other instead of destroying each other, man. You know, it shows you all that hypocritical shit.
Exactly, because when they vote, they don't say more black businesses. They just say vote for this politician dude and shit.
Right,
Why ain't you saying vote for more black business, more black scientists, more black, you know, whatever, man.
You're not supposed to be voting for anybody.
Anything, but I'm just
anybody that's
not your people.
Not your people, and they got Biden in there like he's the new Obama now.
Yeah, he's
Obama wasn't our people, but they thought he was, you know. But now Biden is in there. They acting like, you know, it's another Obama. Oh, Lord, we glad that Trump ain't in there no more. We got Biden now.
Trump did what he had to do.
People are
Right.
crazy.
That emotion or that racial tension between you. Yeah.
Hey, Trump took out that HOMO mess out of the limelight. And you see time when he got out, what did they bring in?
Right back.
First day. Bringing that mess right back, showing you where they at, where the temperament of this country is, man. Spiritually, Sodom and Egypt, man. Okay, they gon' push that sodomite shit down your damn throat, man.
Hey, that's a good thing that that Biden did that, man. Passing all those trendy laws because it's gonna speed up the process of this place being destroyed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Think the Lord's gonna allow all this shit, this tranny, this whole confusion to go on forever and not do anything about it? No, the Lord is fucking mad and furious, man.
Yeah.
But he's just bound to his word, you know?
Yeah.
Because what we gotta wait for, what we were going into earlier about the mark of the beast,
Yeah.
that's a major prophecy, man.
Yeah.
And it's going to fucking happen.
Yeah.
Alright? So
Go.
once this happens, once Esau brings this out and start making people have this chip, alright, that's when prophecy's gonna speed up like speed up fast.
But that's why the Most High is allowing this to drag on a little bit, this RFID chip, because all that abomination got to get in there first.
His wickedness got to be
Because,
fulfilled.
you know what I'm saying? And then if you, it's like they ain't gonna have no choice. Like the RFID chip is gonna speak for itself. Like if you take it, that's what you accepted. The transgender shit, the sodomite shit,
Right.
Because that's what's gonna be before you.
Yep.
See, a lot of it was hidden first, but now it's out there to where that's what America is. So you're gonna have to make a choice, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah 47:1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon."
That's what we talked about, the virgin part. It hasn't been penetrated, so to speak. It hasn't been touched.
About to be penetrated.
Yeah. With the
Watch.
missiles, man.
Watch. Even before that.
Yeah, before that. I mean,
foreign
yeah.
chips come in this fucking
Exactly.
place, man.
But the ultimate is them damn missiles.
That's right.
You know, you shall burn a witch. You should, if you want to go by this book, you spiritual fornication, you gonna be dead, man.
Hey, Biden sword in a big ass book.
Hey, that's the judgment for
That's
it.
the judgment
And
for
this
it.
place is built upon
Burn.
witchcraft. Just
Yeah.
look at DC itself. The Lord said that He's going to destroy its idols.
Yeah.
And part of America's idols is, the what's that fucking long thing?
Obelisk.
Obelisk that
Yeah.
goes back into Egypt, which basically I think represents a rod, penis. It's going to destroy the Washington, the New York Statue of Liberty,
Yeah.
all that shit, man. What we got over there in Hollywood, the Babylon, the Babylon gods, and then the Ark of Titus or something like that. The Lord's gonna destroy all that, all your idols, all the things that Babylon looked up to. The Lord's gonna destroy it, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It says, "Sit on the ground, there is no throne."
Sit on the ground, man. That's a base state, man. Confusion,
Low state.
low state.
Yeah.
Sit. That's what you tell your dog. Sit your ass down. Sit, Fido and shit. Go ahead.
It says, "O daughter of the Chaldeans."
Chaldeans. And you go back to the Chaldeans, they were a stronghold, one of the strongholds of that kingdom. And they used witchcraft, hell a lot of witchcraft, man.
Yeah, they were part of the witches.
Yeah.
You get magicians,
Yep.
warlocks.
That's what, ain't that what Nebuchadnezzar called?
Yep.
The Chaldeans, the Jews,
The interpretation of dreams.
interpretation dream,
Yes.
witches and stuff, man. Sorceries, man. That's what America's based on. So when the Pope come in, he's doing spells and shit.
Yeah.
Inauguration of that song at last by Ella Fitzgerald and shit, saying the spell was cast, man. They know what they doing at last. What does that last mean? At last our kingdom is coming in.
Right.
They know what they do. Everything is orchestrated and set up strategically from this devil.
And when they sung that song at Obama's first inauguration, they didn't use Ella Fitzgerald, which
They
was
didn't.
living.
Yeah.
She was living.
Yeah.
What did they use?
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Beyonce, the
Why
new-
they use her? Because she's the new. She's
Yeah.
like the new. She represents that new age. That new witch.
Yeah.
That new covenant
Yeah.
that they setting with Satan.
Yeah. And look at her. She's one of the top, if not the top black females besides that bitch Kamala Harris, that represents our women, to influence our women to go a certain way. So they had her in the works. Go ahead. And that's how you know she's still being used from that Obama to now with the Biden and shit. Go ahead.
I got a definition of Chaldeans. Look it
Yeah.
up. Territory lower Mesopotamia bordering on the Persian Gulf.
Yep.
The inhabitants of Chaldea living on the lower Euphrates and Tigris.
Yep.
The point right here, those persons considered the wisest in the land.
See?
I will show the wisest person on this side, on the left hand side of the elites, the 13 million elites, man.
Yeah.
Okay, the Mojivians,
That's right.
the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, the Oppenheimers.
Yep.
All right.
Even when you go.
Can't memorize all these.
Okay,
fucking
got
names.
it.
Try to.
Coupons, yep. Even when you go to Gettysburg, even if you go to these things around the world, remember them sorcerers that used to be set up, the house, psychics and shit?
Oh, yeah.
And everybody think they wise because they be foretelling shit. Well, your future is going to be this and that, and you're going to see your grandmother again and all that. Where they at now? They ain't even told one prophecy about the mark of the beast and shit. Damn, y'all could have said all that shit about me getting married in the future and all that, my kids, and saved me some time by telling me this motherfucker was going down in the future and shit. 2020 20 and shit. About the COVID-19. What the fuck? I could have been somewhere on an island and shit. Go ahead, I'm making this. Go ahead.
It says, O daughter of the Chaldeans,
Yep.
for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be called tender and delicate, man. Because that's how everybody treated America, man. She was tender and delicate. Remember in the 50s and shit?
A place to go to.
Yeah, a place to go to. Everybody was having fun. You was beaching and surfing and shit. The good old boys and
Monday, Tuesday,
happy days, all days. How you gonna have all days in the week
Right.
fun and shit? It ain't a day in your life that you down and shit.
Right.
Now America's not tender and delicate anymore.
It ain't chemical and delicate.
Because this secret's been exposed. The
Yep.
skirt's been lifted.
It went from happy days to sorrow days, man.
Yep. All the mirth has been taken out.
Yep.
The Most High took the mirth out of the land.
Yo. I saw this on TikTok, right? This American, he moved to Netherlands, right? And he just got a job over there. And he was talking about, hey, the sick days. So like the sick days, you know how America give you, here you only get 3 days sick. Over there, if you're sick, you're sick. No, you don't get no 3-day limit. You stay home as long as you're sick.
Yeah.
You know? Because he was like, man, like, so how many 6 days do we get? And the lady's like, what you mean? How many 6 days? Oh, you get as many as you want. You know, this is Netherlands.
Oh,
Other countries.
over in Canada,
Yeah.
when you're sick, you know, they put you in the hospital, and when you come out, there's a cashier, and they pay you.
Oh man, I
They
didn't know
pay you for your bills, all the bills that you backed up on,
Yeah,
your
they do.
rent, everything.
Yeah.
They give you money if you don't have a way home. They give you money for a taxi to get
Yeah.
home. All of that,
Yes.
man. They pay you
Yo.
when you come out.
See, this place is backwards, man.
It's
virus, when the stimulus, we're getting paid low out of other nations like Ireland, in Canada. The people in Europe, they're getting paid bank compared to what we're fucking getting.
Yeah.
Like 1,200, that's nothing. That goes away like that. Especially 600. You know what the fuck you gonna do with $600?
Yeah.
You
They
know?
paying them by the month,
Yep.
just like they would get paid a
Yeah.
regular paycheck
Exactly.
to keep their life
Lights
going.
on, yeah.
But this right here, this place right here, is meant for you to. They want you to be in poverty. They
Exactly.
want you to beg
Exactly.
for that microchip.
Yep.
And
Okay.
real soon
How
they're
you
about
gonna charge somebody for being sick and shit? And like you said, how you gonna be sick and then go back to work? But this COVID-19 all of a sudden come out, now everybody stay home and shit. I can't go back to work no more.
Right. It
Go
ain't
ahead.
nobody sick.
And ain't nobody sick and they can't go back to work and shit. Go ahead.
This verse 2. Take the millstones and grind meal,
Yep.
uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover thy thigh, pass over the rivers. Alright? It
they
says
expose all its secret parts.
yeah.
All of America's iniquities.
And that was happening, before this pandemic, man. This devil was getting exposed on the wicked shit that he does on the left hand.
Hey, y'all see that documentary?
What happened to all the elites that were getting arrested for sex trafficking?
See, no one's talking about
Yeah.
that.
Obama and all that
Forgot
shit.
about that. Yep, people forgot about that. Yep. Y'all see that documentary? Which that was a secret being exposed. That pedophilia shit.
Yeah.
What's that guy?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yep.
or-
Him, his island,
Yeah.
and all the lists that he has, celebrities going to his fucking island. Right. That's an exposure. The recent one is the crack. You seen that movie, that documentary?
Crack. Yeah, I
Netflix.
seen it.
Oh, yeah.
That's Esau being exposed.
Yeah.
Esau allowed crack to be brought over here to get rid of these people.
Yeah.
It was like this lady said on the show. It was a chemical attack on the black people.
Yep.
Biological warfare.
Biological warfare, man,
And then-
on these people right here.
Yeah.
And it
Right.
goes back to formula Kia, man, which means witches.
Right, because they get you hooked on
Get
that
you hooked.
On that drug,
Hooked.
and it shows you that the Ronald Reagan, they all were all playing a role like they cared about us, but they didn't give a shit because they allowed the crack and the cocaine to come over here so they can have control over their Central America. Because during that time, Central America was in a war. All right, was in a civil war, man, and Americans were funding. I forgot what side they were funding. They were funding the rebels. They wanted to control the government, man.
Yeah.
All right, inside they allowed crack to go into America. They allowed cocaine, crack.
Yeah, how
to
did
go
it
to
hit the
America.
black community so hard and shit? From state to state, man.
And it's like when they made it look as if it was Jake's own fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Nancy Reagan came out with that term,
Just say no. Just say.
Okay.
What the
Yeah.
fuck is that going to do?
Yep.
But they allowed it to happen because they were actually funding it.
Yeah.
They were the ones who were actually doing it, man.
You can watch Snowfall,
Yeah.
American Made,
Yeah.
like Narcos, like we said earlier.
American Gangster.
American Con. These shows that are created are not just entertainment. They have a message. They have truth to it. And now those movies are truth. If you can't see that, that's the truth. You're blinded.
So lucky that's a part of their witchcraft, man. Putting things, hidden in plain sight.
Well, you can go to YouTube and punch up how they crack was made, and they'll show you they'll show you them making the crack, man.
Watch that
Or in the
documentary
labs.
on crack, and then watch the movie American Made.
Yeah.
Watch it right after. It goes hand in hand. Or you'll understand that if you understand that movie American Made after you watch that movie, that documentary on it was crack, corruption, and conspiracy. I think that's what it's called.
And they use people like we said, Wayne Ricky Ross, Frank Lucas, and all them motherfuckers to sell it in the black neighborhoods.
Yeah, 'cause you
They
got
gotta
Jay.
use they use Jake.
Yeah, because Jay made a profit, man, but that shit backfired on him.
Yeah.
It literally backfired on him because it destroyed families. It destroyed homes, man.
The whole community
Yep.
was destroyed because when you watch that movie Crack, it looked like at first before the crack era, it looked just like this a regular neighborhood, but once that crack got in there, it turned to garbage, man. The whole place was just garbage, man, and they seen it.
Yeah.
The city, the mayor, the police, everybody saw it go down, and they know why.
It was the police that allowed that shit to go on.
The police were bought and paid for.
Yeah.
They were paid to turn their head.
Yeah.
Little children were being murdered,
Yeah.
raped, robbed. The crack was so bad that a crackhead would do anything to get this crack, man.
Yeah.
And they knew that, man.
Bro.
And they let that happen.
Yeah.
The devil, you saw such a devil, they'll take away your kid if your kid come out, they turn crack babies.
Oh yeah.
The parents came from, doing crack.
Yeah.
And if they found crack in your baby,
Yeah.
they'll take you to jail. They don't give a
Yeah.
fuck if you just gave birth.
And
They'll take your ass to jail.
And
You
that's a
gotta
new law that came about. They didn't even have that law at first. That came about
Right.
because they wanted to, they saw an opportunity to make some money off of that shit, man.
Well, see, that's how you know if it was a planned epidemic because what did Nancy Reagan say? Just say no. Okay, it's that simple. It's just so simple. Just say no. Okay, regardless, But then when the opioid epidemic hit and it was affecting their community, now all of a sudden it's a what? It's not criminal. It's what? It's a medical thing now. Okay. But Dave Chappelle hit their ass right when he tell them, just say no, whites.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
Yeah, that was funny as hell.
Exactly. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh man, it's
Yeah, we are a nation most definitely consumed.
Yeah.
Destroyed, man, because that's not the only thing that they brought out to destroy us. There's a lot of because out of that crack was what? You have gang violence, a lot of death, a lot of bloodshed
All that shit
over
came
that
with-
shit.
where'd our
man.
community get all those weapons, man?
Yep. Hey, because Esau put them
Yeah.
weapons in their communities.
It's like
Their
the-
trains full of guns just open
Yeah.
right there.
And we'll get a
You know?
scripture, but it's like that brick that was next to the window during the riots and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The whole pile of bricks.
Yeah, the whole pile of bricks
Whole
and shit.
pile of bricks. Just wait.
That shit is snare, man.
That's Esau. Esau is the accuser of his brother. He'll give you the brick and tell you to throw it and say, look.
Yeah.
You know, that's just like back up in 70 AD. Giving our people up. Say, there they are right there. There they are. There he is.
Yeah.
You know?
Nero burning, Rome, go ahead. Rome.
Yeah. Nero burning the city down.
Yeah.
Putting his hand behind his back.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, the third verse, this is thy nakedness shall be uncovered,
It's being uncovered now, like we said, man. Go ahead.
ye thy shame shall be seen.
It's seen now, man. He's the red guy of the earth. Everybody know he's the devil that the Bible was speaking of, man.
Yeah.
Everybody know this truth.
They just don't want to admit it.
They just want to admit it.
Like I say, the shame is being shown on documentaries
Yeah,
on YouTube.
documentaries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His own tongue is
his
falling
own
against
tongue
him.
are falling against him, man.
Yeah.
Because the Most High set up the unicorn internet. Go ahead.
God. It says, I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man.
He ain't gonna meet you as a regular man, man. It ain't gonna be you ain't gonna be fighting against a person in a damn jet and shit or what other aircrafts he got in a NASA ship and shit. You gonna see an angelic force on your ass, fiery.
And take vengeance for what Esau did to him, because
Yeah.
it was Esau that turned him over. No, it was Esau that whipped our Lord and put him to death.
Yeah,
Right?
and use the spirit of stabbing.
Yep. And the Lord's gonna avenge himself
Yeah.
and us and his people, his elect.
That's why he said, yep, go ahead.
Because of all the things that Esau done to his people, man.
Yeah. That's why I said every eye shall see him, even those that pierced him, man. And that explains reincarnation all in one breath.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai of hosts.
Redeemer. That's our Redeemer, man. Said we should be redeemed without money. Who's the Redeemer? Yahweh Shai. How did he redeem us? Through the Word, through the Holy Spirit. Now we waking up and like, damn, stepping back and looking at the big picture like, this is the devil, man. He constantly killing us, constantly murdering us. He hung us, he raped us, he robbed us. And it wasn't no indentured slavery. It was like brutality, man. It tells you in the scriptures that when you have a Hebrew servant, you're supposed to let him go the seventh year. And if he, we just read that, if he wants to abide with you, you know, give him enough to, you know, or if he departs, give him enough to feed his family. Like they beat us down and put us in slums and didn't give us shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
Yes, they made us even. They put us in the poverty state.
put us in a poverty state. You know, and then they say, nigga, climb out the hole.
Pull yourself up by the
Yeah.
bootstraps.
Yeah, be a man.
Be a man and shit. Even though you don't have nothing to be a man with,
Exactly.
if you try to go get something, we gonna take it from you. If you build something, we gonna destroy it.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's happening.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
happening.
but keep on trying, so we can keep on pushing you back down.
Yeah. That's
right.
We gonna fill you crabs out of the bucket.
Yeah.
But that's us taking you out to give you other ones hope that you can never obtain
That's
to.
all
You
it
ain't
is.
gonna never get out. Never.
Yo, another example is Katrina.
Yeah.
I watched the movie last night. I go into the Katrina. I forgot it. I didn't even really pay attention to the movie.
Yeah.
I mean the title of it. I just watched the whole movie, and we are literally consumed, man. We need a savior. All right,
do, man, yeah.
because if man, like what it says in Matthew, the Lord is not come back. There shall no flesh be saved.
That's right.
Because if you even go to Katrina, they bombed those levees. They allowed the flood to come in.
Yeah.
You had different districts. You have the 9th district, right, which is still fucked up to this day. And what city was that? The district that got destroyed the most was Jake's area. All right, they sacrificed us, blew up the levees, and you had Jake that got fucked up by the waters, man.
Yeah.
You know, and they had, you know, crime rates went up. You know, you had FEMA pretending to help us, but really they didn't help us. They just, you know, what you call it, gentrification.
Yep.
You know, we are literally consumed. That's why, if y'all heard that song, you know the Twinkle Brothers? Anyone know the Twinkle Brothers? It's the Twinkle Brothers. The song made Babylon is falling. Babylon is falling. Fret not yourselves. Redemption will come one day.
Yeah.
All right, who's that redemption? Yahweh Shai. And he will come one day to save us.
Yeah.
All right, starting with this elect, because these 2/3, they're gone. All right, they're gone. They're going to be destroyed out here. They're going to be consumed. The Lord's going to allow Esau to kill them off, but the Lord's going to have a remnant, his elect, that he's coming back to redeem and bring back. You know, to get them free from Babylon, man.
Yeah. He said, I came to redeem them that are under the law, man.
Yeah.
These heathens in Esau was never under the law. Go ahead.
It says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel.
The Lord of armies, man. Come on, man. Go ahead.
It says, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Yeah, sit down in silence and get in darkness. It's about to be a dark-ass road for America, man. You know, go ahead.
It says, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of the kingdom.
Yeah, you ain't the lady of the kingdom. Because everybody was, look, they had the Statue of Liberty, which is a damn man, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. And, you know, it was called a lady. Everybody, the banner was flying high. They had the confetti. The Broadway, that used to be filled with theaters and you know, when they come home, soldiers come home from war and shit, they used to go to the theaters, they used to go to the nice restaurants, they used to do the hokey, whatever that shit they do. And but now you go to Broadway, there's crackheads and bums and shit on there, man. Every Broadway and shit. Go ahead.
And remember too, they didn't drop that ball. They dropped the ball, but wasn't nobody down in Times Square.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's been going on for ages, man.
Yeah, eventually, drop the ball.
Yep.
Y'all better quit counting down, because this is the real countdown right here.
Rose Parade and all that's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll end it here in verse 6, all right? It says, I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance.
Yeah. Jerusalem was polluted. And even our 2/3 we see him polluted. He said he was wroth with him.
Yeah.
You know, he was very angry with Jerusalem. That's why he moved us out of his sight, man.
Yeah, that's why he punished our people.